while going through my morning routine. My morning routine also includes my own custom homemade electrolyte drink. I may tell you guys about it in the episode on nutrition and food. That's very important as well. So when it comes to fitness, I do not want you guys to think that there is any possibility that you can outwork a bad diet. In my personal opinion, you cannot. You cannot outwork a bad diet. So really, today's episode works in conjunction with the next episode, which may be tomorrow. Depends on when I get everything uploaded. So what is the purpose of fitness? Well, the purpose of fitness is multifaceted, okay? Number one, most importantly, is for you to just simply be healthy, or at least healthier. To have energy and strength for your goals. To enjoy fitted clothing, which looks much better than the loose baggy shit that most American men wear. And to look and feel good. Notice that nowhere in this list of 4 different things I have, which overlap a little bit, yes, they overlap, sorry, but that's the way it is. Nowhere in these 4 things did I say to look attractive, but that is one of the goals, okay? I'm not gonna lie. One of the goals of fitness, really, is to look attractive to women. However, I didn't want to put that as... Uh-oh. Shit. Oh, shoot. I'm dead. This is dangerous. I'm going to use my shield for this one. Because he just does so much damage. Oh, shit. Oh, that was a close one. Thank goodness this is a good, solid stability shield. Let me get some stamina back here. And then, boom. Oh, damn. You burnt right through it. Done. The other catch with New Game Plus 2, if that's what this is called, is they just do so much damage, you know, overall. All right. Really, I could have added that as a 5th. To be healthy, to have energy and strength for your goals. Energy and strength, not only in the sense of like strength of mind and spirit and blah, blah, but actual literal physical muscle strength. Enjoy fitted clothing and to look and feel good. Now, having fitted clothing is part of looking good. You look good when your clothes are fitted to your body style, and that does not mean that your big giant pot belly is sticking out of your oversized baggy extra large t-shirt. And if that's your case, I'm not trying to make fun of you. I don't find it fun to mock and shame men. I don't think that's a good thing at all. But it is, I think it's important for a man to feel a certain sense of good, healthy shame when he has failed himself. Excuse me. Not a woman, not your father, not your mother, although arguably not living up to your father's standards when his standards for you are good standards that you have for yourself. Be that as it may, the goal is not just to lose fat. Please don't get confused, guys. That's mainly a female thing. Women think it's all about just losing the extra fat. But even for women, they should be looking to shape their body, and that requires weightlifting. Even supermodels lift weights. Because if you want that, for example, if you're a woman and you want that, 9 or 10 out of 10 Instagram model booty, that butt that chicks love to show off with their thong bikinis and all that, you don't get that from doing a lot of jogging and running and elliptical. You don't get that from just not eating. You can't diet and cardio your way into having a nice, firm, rounded, curved, shapely bottom. You can't. Same for a man. And guys, there was a recent survey, I can't find it, but I do remember reading it, that said that, women were asked to rate which body part they found most attractive. And I think they got it from like Glamour magazine and a couple other women's magazines were the primary sources for the survey. And get this, guys, pay attention. What did men rate as, oh my goodness, these guys hit hard. What did women rate? Oh, damn. Through the tree. What did women rate as the number one body part for what they were attracted to, or the number one body part they noticed on a guy? Surprisingly, and times have changed, surprisingly, their butts. Yes. Same as what a lot of men would set. So, you know, it's sorry, I'm temporarily distracted here by something on my phone. Give me just a moment. Anyway, women rated men's bottoms as kind of like the #1 body part for them. That is very different from the past, from what I've seen in those surveys. And it kind of mirrors what you would expect from a lot of men. A lot of men would rate a woman's bottom as kind of the main body part. Now, I think if you were to go back in time to the early to mid 90s, even late 90s, men probably would have primarily said breasts, or, you know, a woman's chest. Let's say that. That would have been kind of the big thing. If you look back to the pinup models, the poster models, you know, Pamela Andersons of the day, back then, it was all about these women having large breasts. So times change, and along with that, guys, something to consider is not being afraid to work out the body parts that women are interested in, if that's one of your goals. And besides, having muscle everywhere should be a goal. Having good defined muscles overall should be your goal. Not just, well, you know, I'm going to go in on Monday and work chest and biceps, and Tuesday is going to be the chest and biceps, and Wednesday is going to be the chest and biceps, and Thursday is going to be the chest and biceps, and Friday is going to be the... You get it, you know what I mean? It's like these guys are out there. They really are. I see them at the gym. You may have been this guy, okay? So don't be the guy that thinks it's only chest and biceps that really matter. Chest and biceps do matter to women. They actually do. Women love a good chest on a guy. They like defined muscles on the arms. Let me tell you something. You know what? No, I don't need to fight them over there. But let me tell you something they don't really care about. They don't care for huge, giant arms. If you know the guy on YouTube, super popular, especially in the keto community, his name is Thomas DeLauer. He's very well known. Many of you have seen his videos if you're into fitness and nutrition. His biceps are enormous. And my girlfriend constantly comments on how gross and weird they look. And I agree with her. I mean, they really do look kind of... just the shape and everything, it almost looks grotesque, like it's fake. Like he put Lego blocks on his arms, you know? What women want is sizable, defined, noticeable, athletic-style muscles. That's typically what they rate as their best. Women don't pick the Ronnie Colemans and Arnold Schwarzeneggers as their ideal body type for a man. They pick the Matt Damons, the Jason Bourne. You know, Matt Damon and Jason Bourne, take a look at that, okay? Or the James Bond characters. Look at some of those James Bond actor body types. Or Hugh Jackman. They pick the guys that have some defined muscle. You can tell they work out. They don't have dad bods. They're not fat, obviously. They're more of like an athletic build. And compared to the Ronnie Colemans and compared to other bodybuilders, these guys are kind of smaller. And so as a man, you got to decide what you're going for. If you want to have that bear look, it's commonly referred to as the bear look. That's when you're just like huge, like you're just huge. You have giant muscles and you don't mind having a little extra fat on top. Because as you know, if you're trying to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time, that's very easy to do. Just about everyone can do it. I don't believe in the nonsense of a caloric deficit or caloric surplus. I think that's nonsense. I think calorie counting is complete bullshit, but we'll get to that later. You can do all of this, but you got to decide what your goals are. So your goal should never be, I just want to lose fat. Your goal should be to define and kind of shape your body into what you want. My recommendation is don't do the bear look. I don't think it's a good idea. Some women like it, but for the most part, I think you'll be better suited in your life. You'll have better luck with clothing. You'll fit better in cars and seats and on airplanes and theaters if you have that athletic, muscular look, not the bodybuilder, huge Ronnie Coleman giant look. So that's what I recommend. And in addition to all of this, one thing I want to stress is one hang on. I wanna focus here. It's hard to focus while also fighting a boss, especially since he does so much more damage than he does in regular new game. Oh, shouldn't have gone for that last one. It's important to get enough rest. That's one thing I want to stress. Lots of guys love to hit the gym, eat plenty, get lots of protein, whey protein shakes and all that, eating their avocados, bacon, and eggs. And then they're getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. They're skimping on the sleep. They're thinking that they can do it, you know? Especially younger guys. Don't skimp on your sleep. Get plenty of sleep, okay? I wouldn't get any less than 7 to 9. And I don't mean more than that. I mean no less than 7. Not no less than 9. No less than 7. I would be making sure to get at least 7 hours of sleep every night. I really don't think most people can handle less than that. All right. We're getting way up there when it comes to the number of souls for levels, huh? That's okay. We're a Black Knight. We were destined for this. We're going to head back up. The other thing, too, is you want to limit your cardio and emphasize weightlifting. I'm not saying cardio is bad. I'm not saying cardio is counterproductive. Some people argue it is. Some people think cardio hurts your gains in the gym. I think the science on that is here and there and everywhere, and it's not settled. By no means is the science settled, but I think you can at least count on this. Doing a little bit of cardio, doing 30 minutes a day, or doing 30 to 45 minutes on your off days is not going to be a big deal. Now, if you're doing hours of cardio every single day, yeah, you might be looking at stunting your muscle growth and exhausting your body. Because not only are you using those muscles, especially your leg muscles if you're jogging or whatnot, but you're also expending a lot of energy that your body arguably could be using to build and another sip of coffee, to build up those muscles. So you could look into all the science and data. What I recommend you do is a lot of research. Research it. Look up bodybuilding programs. Go to bodybuilding.com, go to YouTube, go to different websites. Try to get an idea of what's out there. You probably don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy a program. You don't have to buy a book. If you want to do all this for free, great. If you want to buy some books because you have the money for it, you can do that too. But please don't feel like you have to buy anything for this. If you want to, say, go to Jeff Nippard's YouTube channel and buy his program because you just think that's easier than having to put a program together yourself, that's fine. There are tons of free programs people have already put together on websites like bodybuilding.com, which I'm not sponsored by. I'm just mentioning one that I used in the past. You can do a really simple program like a 5x5. You can do a simple program like Mark Ripto's Starting Strength. These are programs that are nearly impossible to screw up. You can ease into them as needed, so you don't feel like you have to go 100% from the very beginning if you're really weak and you've never worked out before. It just depends on what your goals are. Know what you want. Wow, damn, that was a lot of damage from that guy, considering that, I have good armor. Whew, that was a lot of damage. It's weird that I haven't even finished this area yet. All right, all the other areas I've tackled. Oh, shit. Right through his shield. But no matter what program you pick, and let me be very clear about this. I wrote this down. Above everything else about fitness, guys, above the programs, more than your program, more than the exercise order, more than the time of day that you work out, more than the timing on your protein shake, more than the time under tension versus how long it takes you to bring the rep down versus bring the rep up, more than how many reps and sets that you do, more than, whether you do full reps or half reps or partial reps, more than machines versus free weights, more than anything else in fitness, the most important thing is consistency. It does not matter if you've designed the most perfect plan for you, your body type, the time of day, your testosterone levels, your food intake, your protein intake, your time under tension, your reps versus sets versus full rep, partial rep, free weights, more than anything else, no matter how perfect that program is that you've just constructed, if you only do it once or twice a month, you're going to see very little gains. Very little. The only way to see good, solid gains, to really change your body, to come out looking different, looking and feeling better and having more muscle and losing the fat, getting in shape, shaping your body to look that nice athletic muscular build or the bear look, whatever you prefer. The only way to truly get there is to be consistent. It does not mean that you have to go every single day. It does not mean that you can't skip one day at the gym because, say, you have your son for the weekend. Say you're divorced and it's your weekend to have your son, and you're one of those dads that got screwed with just weekends, and you don't want to go to the gym because you have your child. That's fine, guys. Go another day. If at all possible, go on another day if you can't make it one day. Don't just skip a day and say, oh, well, that day's gone. Go another day. Try to make your plan flexible. Try to build days. If you're just getting started, I'd recommend a 3-day-a-week program. You probably don't need to be going to the gym 5 or 7 days a week. I've done the 7-day-a-week plan. I made it work for me. I'm now down to about 4 to 6 days a week, depending on what's going on in my life. So I have a system where I kind of know my body. I know what I can handle. I know what works for me. I know when I not skip the gym, but when I can put a day off another day. And I kind of coordinate it with my girlfriend as well, because going to the gym with a girl, great idea, by the way. Hitting on girls at the gym, generally a terrible idea. Generally a really bad idea. It is considered really, really bad form. When we talk about the form and exercises, like your squat form, your deadlift form, there's no worse form than going to the gym, bugging a girl to take her headphones off and being like, hey, what's going on? I got those same headphones. Yeah, what's your number, girl? Girls don't go to the gym to meet guys typically. My rule on, being an alpha is being an alpha. That's right. But just because, you approach a girl doesn't make you alpha, right? But even if it does, there's good alpha and there's bad alpha. You probably never heard this before, but going up to every single hot girl you see and just being like, hey, give me your number, girl. Yeah, I mean, you could argue it's alpha, but it's kind of stupid and it won't work very well. Let a woman talk to you. If you see a woman there that you like, let's say, for example, she hasn't put her headphones on yet, just make a quick little comment to her. Let's say you got the same headphones, or I don't know. Let's say, there's something that you can make a comment on. Just say really quickly, like, hey, I see you're here all the time. I got the same headphones. I love those things. All right, have a good workout. And then just move on. And then next time you see her, just be like, hey, how's it going? Or something. Maybe comments. Say you notice that, let's say she does squats. And it's like, I know she did squats. Not a lot of women do those. Those are awesome. I love squats. She might get mad that you said not a lot of women do those. That's okay. It's okay if a woman gets a little mad at you. Because if she got a little perturbed by something you said, just a little, she had a reaction. She had an emotional reaction to you. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, that's better than her just being like, oh, hey, and that's it. But anyway, I digress. Don't hit on girls at the gym as a general rule. Limit your cardio, as we discussed, and like I said, above all else, guys, be consistent. Go when you're supposed to go. And here's the secret to it. This is where you run into problems. Oh, God, I'm really tired today. Like, I'm supposed to go to the gym, but, well, what if I just went tomorrow? Like, let me see. Well, what about if today I'll just skip today and maybe I'll just go tomorrow? I'll probably be feeling better tomorrow, because don't do that. Don't get into that whole line of thinking where you start talking yourself out of it. It's kind of like if you're going to approach a girl. If you're going to approach a girl, just approach her. They say there's the 3-second rule. If you don't do it in 3 seconds, you'll talk yourself out of it. Treat the gym the same way. Get up in the morning, go through your morning routine, and when that first thought comes of, oh, gee, I don't feel good today, should I go to the gym? Right then and there, go, I'm going to the gym. I don't care if I feel like shit. I don't care if my workout's half-assed. I'm going to the gym and I'm doing it. Half-assed workout's better than a no-ass workout. Although I don't think anyone says no-ass, but you know what I mean. If you can do something half-assed, guys, doesn't that mean you can do something full-assed and no-assed? Anyway, consistency. I cannot stress that enough. If you consistently go to the gym and have a, I don't know, mediocre program, shit, what an asshole. Did you see that? Even if you don't always stress yourself enough, even if you don't have the absolute best diet in the world, even if you don't have the best genes in the world, you will do better than the vast majority of people at the gym who don't go consistently. Consistency is it. It's where it's at. Now, I'm not saying pick a shitty program, ignore the program, ignore your diet, ignore your rest, just be consistent, and that's all that matters. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is be consistent. Be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. Try to fine-tune everything, but do not obsess over, well, God, if I can't go in the morning when my testosterone's highest, I'm really losing those gains, and I can't afford, like, you know, supplement X62 burn muscle, or I'm sorry, burn fat, build muscle. Now, don't worry. Supplements, you should think of those as like your 5%. Supplements might make 5% of the difference. Diet and exercise and fitness program makes up the other 95%. Think of it like that, and you won't obsess over supplements. As long as you're getting the nutrition you need, you're doing a program consistency, and you're getting enough rest, you're solid, man. You don't need to worry about supplements too much, especially if you can't afford them. If you can afford some supplements and you wanna play around with them, do it. Go ahead, but don't obsess over supplements. Not worth it. It's a waste of money and time to obsess over supplements. Not saying that none of them work, but you should also fine-tune the supplements for specifically what you need. Don't just take everything that every single guy takes that you've seen on YouTube, or, you know, every recommendation you've heard of. Well, this guy says he does this, so I'm going to do it. And this guy says he does this, so I'm going to do it. And this guy takes BCAAs, and this guy takes NAC, and this guy takes hang on additional arginine, and this guy over here, he's taking horny goat weed, and this guy over here is taking taurine, and this guy over here is taking, you know, they're going to be people that believe in everything. Just because a guy is jacked and ripped and looks great doesn't mean that everything he does is working. He could give you 5 pieces of advice and only actually, or sorry, let's say he gives you 10 pieces of advice. It could be that only 5 make any difference at all. The other 5 are just his own personal bullshit that makes him believe he's doing something. Woo, got him midair. Did he do any damage to me? That might have been a no hit. What's this? Pick up item? Whatever, okay. I don't know what's going on. That does happen sometimes. So be consistent, be constant, keep doing it. Don't think about it, don't debate it, don't discuss it with yourself. Don't have that, you know, don't go through that mental hamster wheel process. Just decide to go and go. If you have the time to go, go. If you have the time to go today, go today. Because tomorrow, some shit might come up that ruins the whole thing and you can't go, right? So don't say, well, I got plenty of time today and I'm just sitting around doing nothing, but I don't really feel like it. I'll go tomorrow. And then tomorrow, something else comes up. That's how it works, guys. So best thing I can recommend is just go today. Research and pick a program that works for you. Make sure it works for your schedule. Don't get caught up thinking that you have to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Don't get caught up thinking that if your program is a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, that going on Sunday ruins it. Don't get caught up in those little minor details. You know how they say don't major in the minors? That's what we're talking about here, okay? The most important thing is that you get a solid program that you do consistently, and then you pair that with good nutrition, rest, and kind of try to get a good life balance overall. Also, don't get caught up in chakras and spirit energy and auras and getting out in the, you know, going out and sun tanning your butthole, which, yeah, that was a thing for a while. Yes, there are articles about sun tanning your butthole outside. That just, look, mindfulness, you know, cryotherapy, cold baths. Do what you want to do, but don't let any of these little minor things that might make a difference get you caught up, not focusing on things that absolutely 100% do make a difference. Like I said, don't major in the minors. Focus on the things that we know work. And we know for sure that consistent lifting, where you increase the weight over time, works. It works. Whether you lift heavy, whether you lift lighter with more reps, whether you lift heavy with fewer reps, whether you do full reps or whether you do partials to focus on the part of the muscle you want to grow. The main thing, you know what? I haven't even fought the Taurus demon yet. That's interesting. What's the fastest way to get to him? Through the Firelink Shrine? Whatever, let's just go this route. I can't even think whether it's faster to Firelink Shrine. What I meant is to go up the elevator or to go this way. Let's just make a run for it. How about that? Rather than fighting everything. Woo! Oh yeah, there we go. We're not the fastest runner. We're medium running. Gym membership versus home gym. Which should it be, guys? Let me tell you this right now. When you're just getting started, don't try to build a, you know, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 home gym and you start working out and you quit after 2 weeks. That's a possibility. You may quit and just not dedicate yourself to it. Don't waste a whole bunch of money on it with that as a real possibility. I can't stress enough how important it is that you be consistent and don't focus on things like, oh, I'm going to buy all the best machines and best weights, and I'm going to buy this and I'm going to buy that, and then I'm going to buy these work bands, and I'm going to buy these straps, wrist straps, and I'm going to buy these gloves, and I'm going to buy this helmet, and I'm going to buy, you know, I'm going to buy the what do they call that? The manta ray assist for squats, and I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to buy that. And how about you just go to the gym? Just go to the gym, okay? Just get up and go to the gym if you're going in the morning, or go to the gym after you get home from work. Go to the gym and lift. All that other shit, no. Just go to the gym and lift, okay? Go to the gym and lift. I don't mean to be insulting, but so many guys overcomplicate this. Get a gym membership. They're super cheap. You can join gyms for as low as $10 a month, and then there's usually like an introductory fee or something. $10 to $20 a month after like a $45 or $65 fee, whatever they usually charge. Sometimes they waive it. So for, you know, $15, $20 a month, you got a gym. If there's no gym anywhere near you, you live in the absolute boondocks, then, you know, look up a program that's like bare minimum home gym. Find out the minimum amount of money you can spend to get just the right amount of items that you need to build your own bare basics home gym. And now if you need some more advanced equipment in the future, get it in the future. Don't buy it now. Get it then. Don't buy what you don't need now, right now. Wait until later. Wait until you need it. Wait until you've proven that you're going to use it. Prove to yourself that you're going to be consistent and actually do your program first. But yeah, get a gym membership and hit the gym and lift. Do you even lift, bro? So, if you want to incorporate cardio, should you do it on the same day? Should you do it on your off days? Again, it just depends. Some guys like to do cardio before their lifts. I don't do a lot of cardio, but if I do cardio, I like to do it on my off days, and I like to go for jogs. It is a little hard on your knees and ankles, but life is hard. So, whatever, right? To emphasize once more, at the end of the day, all the other arguments and debates aside, the most important thing is, are you consistently lifting weight? Yes or no? Nothing else matters as much as that one question. If you can say, yes, I am consistently lifting weights, I'm consistently doing a program, I'm getting to the gym, I'm lifting those weights, you will start to see a difference. Now, if you're not seeing any difference, if you feel like nothing's happening, if you feel like you're not gaining much of any muscle whatsoever, then here's my recommendation. Go to one of those testosterone replacement therapy clinics, get your testosterone checked, and depending on your age, you know, let's say you're like a 24-year-old guy, all right? Ideally, your testosterone should be between 400 and 800. The ideal number would be considered, I think, somewhere 600 something. If you're a 24-year-old guy and your testosterone is 180, that might be a fluke test, but even then, that is really low. So you might want to look into testosterone replacement therapy. You're going to have to get shots or gels or some other things. Nothing that you take orally gives you testosterone directly. Your not metabolism, but your metabolic system, your digestive system would destroy it. You cannot directly ingest it orally, okay? So if any of these pills or tablets that they're selling that you take orally, I mean, they might have vitamins and minerals that allegedly help you with your testosterone, such as I think it's boron. Boron's supposed to help. Zinc is supposed to help. You know, having all of the vitamins and minerals that you need is a good thing. You want natural vitamins and minerals, not the man-made synthetic ones, because in some cases there do seem to be some differences between them. Ideally, get them from food. So look up the testosterone diet. Look up testosterone supplements that you can take, and don't buy any of these expensive pre-made things. Just get the just find some cheaper, you know, more natural vitamins and minerals that come from whole food sources, or just eat whole foods. Eat avocados, eat bananas, eat berries, you know, eat steak. Grass-fed if you can afford it, but damn, that shit's expensive. I can't. So I'm just saying, I can't afford to eat grass-fed beef all the time, or even much of the time. Ground beef, all that stuff, yeah. Look it up. Look up foods and vitamins and minerals to increase testosterone. And you can try that first if you don't want to go with the shots, but the shots work right away, and you'll see a lot of results from them. They're not steroids, okay? So you're not going to get huge and jacked like Ronnie Coleman, but it'll make a difference, especially if that's the reason you're not seeing as many gains. And just the testosterone shots alone may help you lose weight as well, because having sufficient amount of testosterone is supposed to lower body fat. It's supposed to. But again, it's not a guarantee. Just take the shot and boom, you lose all the fat. You want to pair it with good fitness and good nutrition, which is the other F, food. We'll talk about that next. I have a lot of opinions on food and nutrition. The most controversial one I have is that you shouldn't be counting calories. It's pointless, it's stupid, because calories don't represent anything related to the human body and nutrition. They're a silly... A calorie is just a unit of heat measurement. It doesn't represent anything that occurs in the body. So I don't know why you would be using it to measure anything that occurs in the body. But that's my opinion. Others may vary. Not everyone has the same opinion as me. Oh yeah, butt stab. Let me tell you something, that would hurt. Alright, that's done. So, you should try different strategies and techniques when it comes to lifting. If you've done a program for 4 weeks, you absolutely hate it, you're not feeling anything from it, you're not like really sensing gains, you could switch it up. I wouldn't switch it up more than once every 4 weeks. If you found a program that you think is working, you can get some results from it, I would not deviate for at least 8 weeks. I would give it at least 8 weeks to take effect. And then from there, if you want to start changing things up, you can. But it just depends. I mean, maybe go 12 weeks with a program and then change it up a little bit to another program. Maybe you want to start out, do 8 to 12 weeks with a full body 5x5 or starting strength. And then after 8 to 12 weeks, you're going to do a body part split, or maybe an upper-lower split. Maybe you've been working out for 6 months, and then you decide you're ready to go to intermediate level, so you decide to start doing a 5 or maybe even 6, 7-day-a-week program. Be careful with 7-day-a-week programs. But let's say you go with a 5-day-a-week program. You want to start working more specific body parts because you want to really hone in on what you need to work. You can also tailor the program based on what's lagging. Let's say that you're getting some great results from your legs, but not so much from your upper body. Like your chest is kind of lagging and biceps aren't quite there. You could have a program. You could do a program that focuses heavily on your chest. So instead of just doing the bench press and that's pretty much it, you could do a program that has the bench press, flat bench. You could do a program that has also an incline bench. Then it also has flat and incline dumbbell presses. Then it has the cable machine. I forget exactly what they're called. The cable machine poles that work the chest. You would want to hit that chest from multiple different angles and workouts to see what helps you to build the muscle that you want. Same thing with your biceps. You could go with different approaches to working the biceps, not just sticking with the same, bicep curls, bicep curls, bicep curls, bicep curls. Oh, shit. Got him. Oh, yeah. 1076. So the other thing you want to do as you're going through this is to find different ways to measure your progress. I think a great way to measure progress is to look in the mirror and see what you see. Take photos. Get in front of the mirror. If you have a full body mirror, that's better. If you don't have one, buy one. You can buy them at like Target or Walmart. Get in front of that full body mirror and strip down to your underwear and take a photo. Now, be aware. You don't want these photos going online if you don't want them going online. You know what I mean? So be aware your phone may auto-upload stuff online. So if you need to, you can use an older phone that doesn't have an internet connection or whatever. But let's see. So we got all this stuff done. I'm following my normal route, not even thinking about it. Gargoyles. That's, oh, well, you know what? Let's hit this bonfire. Take a photo of yourself. Be in the same position, same time of day. Recommendation, right after you wake up in the morning, get in there, strip down to just your underwear. And I don't, my suggestion, get rid of the boxers. Boxers are not underwear, they're clothes. They call them boxer shorts because boxers actually wear them as regular shorts. Those things are just so big and baggy and heavy. I don't recommend whitey tighties. Nobody likes those, but you can get more kind of designer underwear. And as you get in shape, boxers really, to me, are underwear that you wear when you're not in shape. Underwear that you wear to cover yourself, not to show yourself off. So, and you'll see more results if your underwear is shorter and simpler. I'm not saying go out and get man thongs or anything, guys, but some sort of briefs. I know they say it can lower your sperm count. Whatever, I'm not having any more kids. Doesn't matter to me. I'll let you guys look into all that. So, all I can tell you, the underwear I wear, you can't find I can't find them in any store anywhere in the United States that I've been. I don't think they exist. I buy them all on Amazon. So I like designer stuff, and when I say designer, I don't mean brand name. What I mean is I like more specific, more, I don't know. You know, my girlfriend, my girlfriend calls it, she said the new phrase that the kids are using is bougie. So, whatever, I guess it's bougie. So you are only allowed to have 2 Firekeeper souls at a time. Alright. Watch this, guys. Oh, look at this stupid shit. I'm wearing the rusted iron ring for nothing. Let's do ring of steel protection. Whoa. I thought for sure one shot would kill him. Well, he's dead now. See, now I'm fat rolling, so we gotta unequip that. We'll equip it as needed. Oh, look who's coming. Somebody wants to die. There we go. So, fitness. Make sure, like we discussed at the beginning, that the reason you're doing what you're doing in the gym is for you first. Don't go into the gym thinking, man, I'm gonna do this so I can get the chicks. Keep in mind, yes, that will work. That will help you get chicks, for sure. No doubt. But if you go to the gym specifically so that you can bang hot chicks, what's going to happen is you're going to start working out. You're not going to realize how long it takes. It's going to take like a solid 6 months before there's a very noticeable difference, like the kind of difference that everyone around you notices. For most guys, it takes at least 3 to 6 months before you really start noticing a lot of difference, unless you're just a really fast gainer and a fast loser of fat. And so because of that, you could be working out for 4.5 months, busting your ass every day, nonstop, never missed a gym day. And then you finally go, I'm going to hit on that girl. So you go to hit on her, and your game isn't right, and you don't really look that great yet. You've got a ways to go. She turns you down totally. You brush it off, you do it again, and eventually you're like, F this. This shit don't work. I'm busting my ass for nothing. Then you'll quit. Don't do that. Do it for you first. Get yourself set up first. Let the surprise be yours. And what I mean by that is bust your butt, work out hard, work on game, which is, how to talk to women, not how to trick them into having sex with you, but just how to talk to them. Work hard, be disciplined, eat right, get enough sleep, do your fitness, get your fashion together, all that stuff that we'll talk about. And at some point, I know what it is. At some point, let a woman surprise you. You'll just go, whoa, Whoa, holy shit. Was she hitting on me? Was that chick just hitting on me? I've never had a chick hit on me. Yeah, she was hitting on me. She's flirting with me. Be ready, but don't expect it. Let it surprise you. Let it just come. Like, I was at a point in my life where I was chubby. I wasn't in great shape. I mean, I wasn't ever really fat. I went from being kind of the scrawny guy to eventually being the slightly chubby guy as I got older. Once you pass 35, guys, it becomes really easy to put on fat and a lot harder to get rid of it. And so, you know, I was chubby. Been married for a long time, so I just wasn't, you know, I didn't have a lot of game, so to speak. You know what? I want to summon Solaire. So we're going to go human. And because of that, I just wasn't getting much attention from girls. Not much at all. I mean, I knew how to talk to girls to some degree. So I did get some attention when I talked to them, but it wasn't they didn't go out of their way to, you know, to try to get me to see them, to notice them. And I didn't go out of my way to try to get them to see or notice me, because I was being the good, dutiful, faithful, beta male husband, which I shouldn't have been because she wasn't worth it. I just didn't realize that. And then I started working out really hard. I was very consistent. I was getting my fashion together. Instead of wearing those really long, droopy, baggy, board short swim shorts, you know, that go down to your knees, I bought these shorts online that were significantly shorter. They went down maybe just above my mid-thigh. And they were a little tighter, too. Like, these are more form-fitting. So, you know, that's... I knew I was looking better, and so, and I went to the pool with my son. And I was at the pool with my son. This is a public pool. And my girlfriend was there. I've told this story before, and this is not the only story like it. I just like telling this one because it's the best example that I can think of off the top of my head. You could tell I was with my girlfriend. I'm also with my son, so you know I'm a single dad, which, you know, some people think that's a plus when it comes to dating. Some people think it's a minus. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it depends on the woman. Younger women, it definitely could be a minus, but some women might see that as a sign that, you know, you got something like you were good enough for another woman to have her baby, so you can be good enough for her. Anyway, this woman who looked okay, not great, not even as good as my girlfriend. My girlfriend looks pretty good, I'm going to admit it. So anyway, she's in good shape, and this woman, as I'm walking by her, says, "Hey, are you a personal trainer?" And this is with an earshot of my girlfriend. "Wow, you just look like you're a personal trainer." I told her no, and she said, "You just look like you're a personal trainer." And we all know she's not interested in a personal trainer. It had nothing to do with that. That was a very feminine way of hitting on a guy right in front of his girlfriend and making it, leaving room for what I call plausible deniability. Guys know how to do it too. A lot of guys know how to hit on a girl with plausible deniability. They can hit on their best friend's wife. They can hit on their friend's girlfriend, but leave enough doubt, ambiguity that they can claim they weren't hitting on them. You know, it's kind of like that fun flirtation that they can claim they didn't intend to be flirtation. So, yeah, plausible deniability. Oh, shit. You know, I don't think I've ever... Is Solaire even capable of cutting the tail off? I wonder. Oh, shit. Oh, well. I've already got it anyway. I don't need that tail. I got plenty of tail. Man, this thing hits hard, even in New Game. If you get the Black Knight Halberd early on in New Game, from that one night in the forest, you are sitting pretty. You're going to do some big-time damage, especially if you grab just a couple Twinkling that you can get from the Crystal Lizards and then upgrade it. You'll be sitting really good, doing a shit ton of damage early on. Okay, so you can mix it up, try different things, do some research, watch videos. If you're getting stuck or if you feel like you're hitting a plateau, look that up. Look it up. Do the research. Start doing some calculations. Don't measure calories. Please don't do that stupid shit. That shit has always been dumb. We just do it because we've always done it and no one questions it, but there's no good reason for it. There really isn't. Measure your macros, your carbs, your proteins, your fats. If you notice, for example, that your protein is much lower than people recommend, which it depends on who you ask, but look those up. We won't get too much into that. You might want to increase that. Maybe you need to increase the amount of fat you're eating. Fat is not bad. Fat is good. Maybe you do better with more carbs or fewer carbs. It just depends. Maybe you can incorporate more rice in your diet. White rice, too, because white rice is probably better than brown rice, believe it or not. And there's some science behind that. But all in all, what I'm getting at is you can't fully do the fitness thing unless you get the nutrition and food stuff down. So you got to watch the next episode. But I wanted to talk about fitness first because once you start doing that, the nutrition is going to be important to you because you won't want to waste your gains. You won't want to go into the gym and bust your ass and then waste it by stopping at McDonald's and eating shit. Not that there's nothing at McDonald's that you can eat. I'm not saying that. But you want to be careful. You don't want to go home and think that eating a bowl of Rice Krispies treats with a glass of orange juice is a good idea. Just loading up on simple, refined, sugary carbohydrates. That's shit. Don't do that. Now, oh, yeah, look at that. Boom. We are doing things out of order. You are out of order, sir. I know. Sue me. You know, and the reason I talk about a lot of things I talk about is I've had some experience in life. I will have more experience in life, but I probably have more experience than most of you watching, so I can offer you something. What I would be careful of is please, please be careful of these, 24-year-old life experts trying to sell you programs on how to live life to the fullest. They're 24 years old. You notice they didn't activate the pressure point? What was that about? Double kill. Usually they activate it. I wonder why they didn't. That's weird. Oh well. Whatevs. So, yeah, a 24-year-old on Twitter telling you he's a multi-millionaire and knows women and knows life and knows that, come on. He's 20 freaking 4 years old. He doesn't know shit yet. Seriously. When I was 24, I thought I knew a lot. I didn't know shit. Seriously. Ask people that are older. Now, granted, I'm almost 40, but maybe there's a 65-year-old guy that thinks I don't know shit. That's fine. I'll listen to what he has to say. But you got to be careful. Being old and bitter because you failed your entire life does not make you wise. It may give you some lessons to share. You may have some wisdom to impart, and I would hope you would by that point. But it doesn't mean you know what you're doing. You can be a beta male, blue-pilled your entire life, hit 70, and be telling guys, let me tell you something about women. Nothing works. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care. Okay, you got some idea there. But unfortunately, it's tainted with just pessimism and failure and not knowing solutions and strategies to get around women's hypergamous, solipsistic nature. And we'll talk about those issues when we get to the dating and relationships section. You have to know how to cut through the bullshit. A guy who just sits around going, it's all bullshit and nothing works and it's all hopeless, that's not going to help you, okay? That doesn't help you, it doesn't help me, it doesn't help anyone. You need a guy that says, yeah, there's a lot of bullshit in life, there's a lot of crap to deal with, here's how you can mitigate it. Here's how you can work around it, here's how you can work with it, here's how you can make it work for you. Here's how you can get the best deal you can. I found a lawyer that helped me get the best deal I could out of my divorce. Could I have gotten a better deal? Yeah, I'm sure I could have. You got a pretty good deal as a man when the other side is angry. If the other side is smiling and happy, you probably got fucked. I'm just telling you, okay? When both sides are angry and disappointed in the results from the divorce, that's the guy getting a good deal. Because remember, if a man and a woman fight for custody and they get 50-50, that's the woman losing and the man winning in today's society. She'll consider herself having lost. He'll consider himself having won. That just tells you how biased the system is. But you have to know how to work within a biased system. You have to get the best deal that you can for you, regardless of the fact that, well, it's not going to be awesome, it's not going to be fair, Okay, yeah, it's not, but guess what? You got to work with that. You can't just sit around bitching about how unfair life is. I'm seeing that item right there and wondering if I missed it or whatever. You can't just bitch about life being unfair. You got to do something about it, right? So, you measure progress. You measure your macros, okay? Oh, damn. That was nice. You measure your weight. Oh, I thought I could break that. Nope. You measure the circumference around your waistline. You measure based on the waist size of your jeans. Let's say you've been wearing 38s, okay? Now suddenly you can comfortably wear 36, whereas before 36 was just too heavy. All right, there you go, right? That's something good. That's solid. I'm gonna see if I feel like I should be able to break this. Nope, that didn't work. Let me try again. Nope. I guess I need a thrust attack. Let's try this one. Maybe you can't do it. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Damn. At least it'll be easy to get back to my souls and humanity. It's not that far in. Oh, I just saw a great quote. When it comes to frame from the last episode, guys, I want you to listen to this. He is not holding frame. He is the frame. That is amazing. I love that quote. I love that. I love little snippets, small little comments or phrases that just really drive home the issue. Because guys like to say things like, she won't let me. She won't let me have frame. How do I get frame back? I don't have frame. It's gone. And you know, this is the belief that it's out of your control. If it's out of your control, there's nothing you can do, and that's how you'll act. Instead, you have to act like it's in your control, because it is. You have frame in every situation. It doesn't mean that you decide what's going on. If the police show up at your door and are arresting you, frame doesn't mean that you don't get arrested, okay? It's the long arm of the law. There's not a lot you can do about that, okay? Let's switch it up again. We'll switch to the Black Knight Sword. Frame doesn't mean that you always get your way. Don't misunderstand me. Frame doesn't mean that in every situation you're always confident, powerful, competent, winning. Because let's say you decide to start playing the piano. You just start practicing. Are you competent and winning and getting it right? No, of course you're not. You got to set your ego aside and feel like a total loser who has no idea what he's doing and let someone else teach you. Whether it's in person or, you know, online, over video, whatever. You have to be willing to humble yourself and be taught. Having frame isn't about always having control. I don't want people thinking that. So, fitness is part of having your frame. If you're not in shape, you're really not going to have the best frame that you can. People respect you more when you're in shape. Trust me, guys. I get more respect from men and women now that I'm in shape than I ever did when I wasn't in shape. And it's amazing. Like, people respond to me differently. People talk to me differently, especially women, Women respect me more because I look better. I look like I'm in shape. And you may be thinking like, well, Fox, you don't understand, man. I'm ugly, dude. I got the ugliest face in the world. Okay, yeah, maybe you do, all right? But guess what? You can have an ugly face with a hot body. You can have an ugly face with a jacked, ripped body. How about that? Does that sound good? That sounds good to me. Do it. You can't change the things you can't change, so change the things you can. I know it sounds a little corny. This isn't self-help. This isn't, you know, blowing smoke up your ass and telling you that everything's going to be honky-dory. Yeah, you may be ugly. Okay, I get that. But guess what? Whether you're ugly or not, take care of yourself. Eat right, exercise, lift weights, get your body in the best shape possible. Dress well so that you look good. You have good fashion sense. And then, you know, use a moisturizer on your face. Get your skin looking good. Take care of any acne problems that you have. And before you know it, you'll go from being the 2 out of 10 on the 1 through 10 scale. You'll go from a 2 out of 10 to maybe a 5 out of 10. Okay? What I'm saying is you'll be better than you were. Significantly better. Imagine a girl whose face is just off. She has horse face. You all know what I'm talking about. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Horse face. All guys know, at least. So she's got that horse face. She doesn't look great. But guess what, guys? She's got a smoking hot body. How many of you would do her? Let's be honest. Yeah, you know you would. Let's be honest. You know you would. Now, you might not be proud of the way her face looks, but if she had a smoking hot body, you'd go for that. Let's say she has a smoking hot body, great looking hair, dressed real nice, got this nice little short skirt on, and got some heels, looks beautiful, gorgeous woman, great makeup. You are going to forgive the little face issue. You are. You know you are. So women can do that more easily than men can. And if you're willing to forgive it, she can even more easily forgive the fact that you have an ugly face. Okay? If you've got a great body, a great sense of fashion, you've got confidence, you've got game, you know how to talk, you're smart, you've got money. Not even a lot, just enough. Enough to where you don't need to be dependent on her. You're not asking her to borrow money to pay your rent, you know? Fitness, guys. Get in shape. It changes your life. One guy argued that physical strength was the most important thing. Oh, awesome. I love that weapon. Man-Serpent Greatsword. One guy argued physical strength was the most important thing in the world. I don't know if I'd say that. I just don't think that's true today. It might have been true at one point in time, but having physical strength, just the appearance of it, having muscles, being in shape, changes your life. It really does. I can tell you from personal experience. You will be treated differently. You'll be treated better. Much better. I forgot about that. Just got shot right in the face there. Well, right in the chest, really. I took one to the chest. What? How's... Oh, okay. I was going to say, how'd she not fall? I tend to think of those as female and the other ones as male, but I don't know if that's the case. We're going to make it to this bonfire. I think that'll be in the end of the episode, though, so... fitness is part of reinventing yourself. I think we might do an episode on reinventing yourself. We could do a whole series on reinventing yourself, which is the concept that if you've been zeroed out, if you went through a nasty breakup, if you, say, lost a job, got divorced, got arrested, just shit, when shit like that happens, sometimes you need to take a step back and say, you know what? Instead of bitching and moaning and crying about it, I'm going to reinvent myself. You become the phoenix and you rise from the ashes, metaphorically speaking. So, let's go ahead and level up here. Endurance, faith, strength, resistance, intelligence. This is red pill. For the red pill, you need vitality, endurance, strength, dexterity, resistance, intelligence, and faith. Well, maybe not so much faith, and I don't know what the hell attunement would be in terms of red pill. Humanity would be understanding other people, especially women. Get in shape, guys. As Richard Cooper would say, do the work. Do the work. Do it. Just don't think about it. Don't come up with excuses. Don't go, well, you know, my joints hurt a little bit. Okay, then do lighter weight with higher reps. Well, it really hurts really bad when I squat. Okay, get on the leg press instead. Work around it. Don't come up with excuses, guys. Don't be that guy. Don't talk about how, well, the government says I'm disabled, so I can't work. I've had guys that I've chased and had to catch for my job. Chase them down, catch them, struggle with them. And they're like, oh, yeah, I can't work, man. I'm disabled. Like, well, you sure as hell could run pretty well and put up a fight, but you're disabled and can't work. If you can run and fight, you can do a job, you know? But people love to tell themselves they can't do what they can. Don't tell yourself you can't do what you can. You can do what you can do, no doubt. Let's reverse that Halloween. That Halloween. So, guys, work out. Lift weights. Do a little cardio on the side. My recommendation, on your days off, do 20 to 30 minutes. No more, okay? Don't do anything that hurts you real bad. If you got bad knees, see if the elliptical works. If that stuff doesn't work, I mean, find some other ways around that, okay? Maybe biking would be better than jogging. Walking. Maybe just go to the park and walk with your girl. Go to the park and walk with your girl and have a conversation point. Just tell her, hey, have some good walking shoes and a good outfit for the weather, like you're going to work out a little bit, and say, meet me here if you don't live with her, or tell her just be ready. Take her out there and say, we're going to walk around the park here, and we're going to talk about this. Or have some relationship-y questions. Women often love that shit. So anyway, fitness, guys, get fit, get buff, get in the shape that you want to be in for you. And why are you doing it? To be healthy, to have energy and strength to accomplish your goals in life, to be able to enjoy having fitted clothing and the fitted clothes look good on you because you got that defined chest and defined arms and defined legs and defined backside too, upper back and lower back all the way down to your bottom, and to look and feel good, because the end result of that is if you decide you want to try to go get a girl, it's going to be a lot easier. It's going to be so much easier if you look good, okay? No guarantees here. Just because you look good doesn't mean a girl's going to go for you, but it's going to be a hell of a lot easier. It's not going to hurt. All right, guys, I'm Fox with FoxeoGames. If you like the video, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell icon and make sure to select all so you're always notified. Join me on social media, Twitter, above all else. That's where I kind of hang out and do my thing. Twitter, much more than Facebook or any of those others. But if you want to ask me a question in private, DM me on Twitter. If you want to ask it publicly, you can just at me on Twitter or post your comments down below. I read them all. I love reading them. I really do, guys. Your comments mean a lot to me. So even if it's just to say, hey, thanks for the video, or hey, I agree with you, or hey, this video was helpful for me. And if you can, tell me what specific part of this video you enjoyed the most or disliked or disagreed with the most. Again, I'm Fox with FoxeoGames. I will see you guys next time, where we'll talk about food and nutrition. Later.